What's good, my lovelies? Lovely Soul Empress here, coming to do the weekly energy check for my air signs from August 22nd to the 28th. Okay, so we're going to take a look at what's going on for my air signs, what's coming in for you guys. And if you like early access to these, you can join the Patreon. Spirit, show me. What's coming in for my air signs, please? August 22nd through the 28th. Anything else from this deck? Last shuffle, Spirit. Anything else? Thank you. So you got wisdom is knowing who to be and what to do in any given situation. Virtue is acting on that wisdom. So you have an inner knowing about a situation, okay? It may be giving you some pause, okay? Maybe you feel like your response won't be favorable, or you don't know how someone will feel about a choice or an action that you're getting ready to take. You also have the joyous masters know that amid all the chaos and conflict, all the hurry and wickedness of the world, there is something solid within that is beautiful and steady and good. Okay, so I feel like you're tapping in to your higher self. Okay, and I feel like you're starting to like ride the wave of your frequency, okay? Learning how to protect that, okay? You also got the main motivation of humankind is to be free, to express our true selves and pursue our dreams without restriction, to the experience what may be called personal freedom, right? So this is like you overcoming, you know, outside influences, overcoming fear attached to that, okay? There is no beauty in the world more perfect, more awe-inspiring, and more human and transfixing than unfiltered and unashamed love, okay? And I feel like before we can experience that externally, we have to learn how to fill our own cup and love ourselves, okay? So I feel like there's something about that. It feels like that's what you've been doing. You've been learning how to fill your own cup. Okay, let's take a look. Can you show me, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Last shuffle, Spirit. Thank you. So, the first card you had come out was Spark. Okay, this is spark of an idea, of a feeling, an inner knowing, right? But I feel like you're being lit up. Okay, this could have came after a shadow period. Number 34 reduces to a 7. Okay, I feel like this spark is having you focus in a different way than you haven't done on something else, okay? Feels like, and it's funny because the first card is 34 and the second card is 43, both 7s, right? And it feels like there's something happening from within that has to do with your higher self. Something is being lit up and it's having you focus on something that you're trying to bring in. It's like you're clearing away the minor details. It's like it's giving me Mercury retrograde energy, like when you go back and you fix things. Okay, so I feel like there's a fresh start or a go, right? A go point. Like, take it as a yellow light. Okay, it's like preparation to go. All right, and then you got dry desert. Okay, and I feel like you know, she can see the cactus in the distance, right? And cactuses hold a lot of water. Okay, so it's like knowing that you're right there. Okay, I feel like it's been a long trying season. She only sees her footsteps in the sand. Okay, you may feel like you've been in a shadow period for a minute, my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, we are going to get a deck Because I feel like this focus that's coming in, it's like you might be redoing or readjusting a plan that you had planned before in the past, but it's for the future. Okay, so like let's say, take me for example, right? I've been talking about moving, right? You could be going over the final details to be able to take that step forward. It's something like that, like something that has to do with finishing up something to move forward. Spirit, can you show me what is the situation for my air signs for August 22nd through the 28th? Thank you. Can you show me what is coming towards them, please? What's coming towards them? Thank you. Can you also show me what is falling away from them, please? What's falling away from my air signs? Thank you. Can you also show me what is it that my air signs cannot see, please? Thank you. Can you show me what is the truth of the matter for my air signs, please? Thank you. And can you show me the most likely outcome from my air signs perspective? Thank you so much. Okay, so you got the Two of Cups. This is about some type of soulmate connection, whether it be romantic or otherwise. This also could be you coming into balance internally. Okay, so you have the Death card here. You're definitely going through some type of transformation. Spirit, why is this Death card here? Can you show me, Spirit? With the Hierophant in reverse. Some of yous could have lost hope and faith in something. Some of yous could be trying to get out of a commitment, right? Or there could have been something here about not wanting to commit and now moving towards that. Some of yous could be freeing yourself from a commitment, and some of yous are realizing that a death and transformation was needed about how you see commitment. Like, in other words, let's say you were commitment phobic, right? This death and transformation is releasing you from that. Now you have the Judgment card here. Spirit, why is this Judgment card here? The Judgment card is talking about decision that you have to make about something that you've been internally conflicted about with the Five of Wands. Okay, Spirit, can I have one more? Yeah, it has to do with some old betrayal that you've been carrying around. Okay, this could be stemming from like seeing how your parents' commitment went, or this could be, you know, an old heartbreak or the current relationship that you're in. Okay, but it's time to purge something. I also feel like Spirit's telling you, be careful how you make these decisions and that you're not making them from an old mindset, because that timeline doesn't exist anymore. All right, you also have here the World for what's falling away. Spirit, why is this World here for what's falling away? So this is, I like this. This is the World with the Two of Pentacles. This indecision, you know, that something that you were trying to juggle, like, do I do this or do I do that? That's coming to an end. I feel like you're going to be more focused. This also can be like, let's say you were involved with somebody and they were, they had you in a third-party situation. You could be putting that to a close, okay? With the Three of Swords, it's an opportunity to clear out some type of heartbreak so that you can move forward. And I was just doing a reading today about the heart chakra being blocked, okay? So I do these readings a week in advance. So if you're watching this on the week of the 22nd, you can go back and look for the heart chakra reading. I feel like it ties into this. Okay, the Queen of Wands is also here in what's falling away. Spirit, why? So you're putting an end to some type of dichotomy that hasn't been serving you, two things that are opposing, right? And I feel like even though that's good that you're finally feeling like you know what it is you want and don't want, the problem is that the overthinking of the situation is lowering your Queen of Wands frequency, Phoenix rising, all right? And the Three of Swords just kind of stays hanging out there. Like, you know, you may be, what's the word? It's like when you have an autoimmune that causes you pain, right? And you're so used to the pain that you don't know what it's like to not have it. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. Something that's been with you for a very long time. Okay, and it could be awakened or triggered by something that's presently happening, but it feels like it's anchored in yesterday. Okay, now you have the Knight of Swords here. I feel like there's something here, this could be an argument, and this is, you guys, air signs energy, but I feel like there's some type of truth that needs to be spoken. Okay, and you may, you had a card about that. Wisdom is knowing who to be and what to do in any given situation. Virtue is acting on that wisdom, right? And maybe I was talking about how you could have some reticence in exposing or saying something that you really want or believe in because you don't know how it would be received, right? But I feel like it feels like it may come out in an inopportune time. Okay, could be at a family function, right? This could be about your pentacles, okay, or about family connection. That's community, family, wealth, and generation. Okay, with this Four of Pentacles, you could be trying to save money or holding back, right? But you have the Empress here with the King of Pentacles, okay? So you could have been dealing with somebody who's like emotionally, like they want to build stability and they're offering you that, but I don't see any cups of love out here. Okay, and I feel like that could be lowering your frequency. Okay, some of you could be pregnant right now, but I feel like there's a thing of wanting to feel vibrant, alive, okay? And maybe that's what you need to speak. Like there could be something that you want to put in motion, but you haven't given it voice. And I feel like if you don't give it voice, a situation will arise and it will come out. Okay, and I feel like if you don't harness how it comes out, somebody could receive this defensively. Okay, they could hold back from you. All right, and at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So it has a lot of potential to come into balance, but it's about your courage to give voice to something. And maybe this is like, listen, I no longer want to be married. Or this could be like, I've changed my mind about, commitment. Or in the past, you could have been not wanting to move forward with a commitment, and now you're ready to after this transformation, open yourself up, okay? So you have the King of Coins here, also in the position of the truth of the matter. I feel like you want stability, or somebody else is trying to offer you that. And I feel like because you have the King of Pentacles here twice, you could be involved with it. Earth sign. Okay, I feel like this person could feel deeply for you with these Two of Cups coming out twice, but it feels like they're very 3D, like they are more concerned with the stability, building stability, than they are into the pouring of the cup. Okay, so this person's love language could be like gifts instead of words of affirmation. Okay, so you've got the King of Coins here by the Ace of Coins, you see? So it feels like this person wants to give you something tangible so that you won't walk away, right? Now, for some of you could be saying, I'm ready to leave because even though there's a lot of love in this situation, or we work well together, there hasn't been any commitment, and I want that in my life, and I've been waiting too long, right? So with this Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups, which is the only card out here that actually had cups, feels like you're choosing to, have to go your own way to fill your cup. I feel like this person, they feel unaware, asleep to your needs. Okay, but this also can be you empowering somebody else as to whether you give yourself permission to fill your own cup, right? Are you waiting for this person to complete you rather than you completing yourself, and then that person will want to elevate to your vibration? Right? Because the Six of Cups, I feel like, if you were to walk away, or if you have walked away, this person does want to reconcile the situation, okay? But with this Knight of Wands, I feel like it's inspired, but it's not the action that you want, okay, to bring in justice. And the Ace of Swords is here, okay? There's like a personal truth that has to be spoken. It's twice talking about some type of truth needing to be spoken. And you've got the Four of Wands for the most likely outcome from your perspective, okay? It feels like you want some type of peace and harmony, joy in your life, building something stable. Okay, and the Emperor is here, okay, so, and the Empress is here. So there is a lot of like-minded energy. And the Eight of Wands, there's potential here for communication, okay? But the Three of Cups, there was somebody that meddled, okay? There was somebody that meddled, okay? It could have been even like somebody giving you bad advice, or giving them bad advice about how to go to calmer waters. I remember once, sidebar, I always tell you guys about personal experiences. This is what I mean, right? So my boyfriend, right, he has a friend who I consider, not going to mention any names, but I consider this person to be a little like toxic masculinity, right? And he has other friends that he could have went and asked advice, but he asked advice from this particular person, right? And this person gave them the worst idea, like didn't tell them anything about accountability for themselves as to how to look at themselves, right? What they said is, if you're fighting or you're having a lot of disagreements, write down every day you fought. And if it's 30 days that you've been fighting, then that's enough to leave. Now, in premise, that sounds good, right? But if you are only looking at blaming another person and not looking at how you contribute to that, you miss the opportunity for the personal growth. So this means when you go into your next relationship with somebody else, that whatever that thing that you were contributing to that situation is going to arise, or you're going to call back someone who has that same vibration, even if it comes in a different wrapper. All right, so let's look at this Two of Cups, okay? So sometimes we have to, take pause and think about who we're getting advice from, right? Because if they don't have, if they're not in communion with their higher self, how can they direct you, okay? So with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, I feel like this person does want to, I'm hearing, teach me how to love, right? What is that? Is that Music Soul Child, right? With the Ten of Cups, they really do have love for you, okay? They just don't know how to take action, and that's the toxicity that they have, okay? They do want to have, the victory with you, and they do see this as a soulmate connection, but they don't know how to, it's like they feel deeply with the King of Cups, but they don't know how to express it, okay? And I feel like, you may be wanting this person to express the way you express yourself, okay? And that could also be a blockage, right? So we need to fall in love with people as they are, not who we think they have the potential to be, okay? And I feel like that in a lot of cases is the dilemma, all right? You have marriage out here, some type of contract, whether this is a commitment or wanting marriage or dissolving a marriage, right? Spirit, why is this marriage card here? Okay, something is not really in balance. It came out diagonal, right? There's a need to balance, okay? And then you have friendship, right? So like I said, this could be a toxic friend giving bad advice, right? Or this could be a relationship that didn't start out in friendship, and that the way to best bring this relationship into balance is to start with like learning how to really be friends. You'll be surprised how many people are in relationships with people and they're not friends, okay? And this is why Oftentimes, those are the relationships that lose steam over time. Okay, you have coffin out here, Spirit. Why is coffin out here for my air signs? Okay, it's time to free yourself from either a dead relationship, a dead way of thinking, something that is not, doesn't feel vibrant to you anymore. Okay, these could be beliefs of the past, right? This could be a relationship from the past. These could be old hurts. Like, you got to free yourself from something, okay? And I also feel like you got to give voice to it. Okay, you can also surrender it to spirit. Spirit, take these burdens from me. Take this blockage in my heart about love so that I can receive love in a manner in which fills my cup perpetually. I mean, that's a whole affirmation right in itself, okay? You have message of concern out here. Let me get one more. Okay, so you got message of concern out here with growth and health. You know, and I was saying about our bodies harboring illness, or I might have said that in the reading from the love chakra reading, but I think it was in this one. All right, and we could be harboring something that is growing, like a negative thing, right? So it could be a small flag that you see, like a red flag in your relationship, but there's been something growing within you, some type of fear, some type of illness, some type of toxicity. And I feel like it would be like you took the power back from this if you could voice it, if you could acknowledge it, right? A lot of people who teach meditation, right, they'll tell you that when you're meditating, you know, one of the things that people complain about most about meditating is that they can't clear their mind. And most meditative teachers will tell you that the key is not to clear your mind. The key is to acknowledge the thought and then let it release it, right? Because just you thinking like, I gotta let it go, I gotta let it go, I gotta let it go, it is still there, right? So I feel like, look at her holding her heart chakra. So something triggers, and I feel like you have to say what it is. Give you an example. I know I'm like talking long today, but yesterday, my boyfriend was saying to me, I want to go jet skiing on our next vacation. And I know that he hadn't thought about a trauma that I have with that. Okay, my cousin died on a jet ski, right? And that's a whole other story, but not the point. So I told him, I don't know if I want to do that. And so he said to me, well, you can't not do things. Like, he was getting ready to lecture me, not realizing that I have a trigger there, right? So I had to give it voice and say, I don't know if you remember, but you know, my cousin passed on a jet ski, and I don't know if I can get past that. I'm willing to attempt it, but I don't know if I can get past it. Right? So now I've reminded him, he's aware. I have acknowledged that I know that this is in me, but I also acknowledge that I'm going to try to get past it. Okay? Sometimes these things grow within us because we are afraid to give them voice. Okay? So let's see. You got true love out here, and I feel like there is love in this situation. It's like something from the past, though. Keep an open mind is here. All right, so let's take a deck real quick and clarify these. You got true love out here. Spirit, why is true love out here? Okay, and it says leave space so my soul can nourish my soul. Okay, so I can grow and nourish my soul, right? So I feel like this is you know, are you allowing love in? Does this person know how to allow love in? And if they can't, Are you willing to accept that instead of waiting for them to be somebody that they have exhibited that they cannot be? Right? Because then again, that's falling in love with the potential, right? You got healing family issues coming out cross. So one or both of yous have some old blockages with the hand of time, okay? And it says healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So it may not be like actual parents, but the upbringing, right? The limiting beliefs, the programming that we've all been subjected to, right? And it could be both of you. It could, you know, maybe in your family there wasn't a lot of money, but there was a lot of love, right? And that other family could have good stability, but not enough, you know, voicing love, right? So this, you see how this can be a problem in a relationship, right? And then you got the divine feminine with letting go of control issues, right? And you may not see it as control. You may try to be a constant healer. Like, I will pour my empathy over everything and this will cure everything. But sometimes you have to allow people to their own devices, to their own pain, instead of like interacting with it so that they can recognize that something is within them, and vice versa, right? So sometimes we need to pull back and only deal with what is in our control rather than trying to fix things external from us, because this is blaming someone else for their, you know, like for whatever's happening, rather than you saying, this is how I contribute, right? Here's playfulness coming out cross. This is also like, if you're constantly trying to heal somebody through telling them what is wrong with them, or if somebody's doing this to you, that's choking out the playfulness of a relationship. Spirit, why is this playfulness card here, right? Cleanse, right? In the relationship, whether this relationship is over or not, maybe Spirit's talking to you so that you'll know about the next time, right? Have you allowed this, and let's say you wanted to get back with this person, or you guys are trying to give it a shot, right? Maybe there's a need to recognize that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, like they say in The Shining, right? That there's a need to lighten up the energy, because you had the Two of Cups come out twice. Okay, you had the Ten of Cups, you had the Ten of Pentacles, right? The attraction card is also here. Okay, now I'm gonna talk to the masculines for a minute. Okay, so this attraction coming out crossed is clarified by on a pedestal. Does this hurt the relationship? And it's giving me, I think it's called the Madonna syndrome. Okay, this is when a masculine falls in love with a divine feminine and then feels like they shouldn't soil them or sully them with carnal desires, okay, that they have such high standards. They put like a mama complex on them, like they're only supposed to be good mothers and housewives, right? And not seeing the other portions of the relationship. And when you do that, you're not allowing the divine feminine to give all parts of herself to you. Okay, this will also kill the attraction in a relationship, not only from her perspective, but from yours, because then what happens is that you still need those cardinal desires and you may be tempted to go fill them somewhere else, right? So we have to realize that if we are the all, so is our partner. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have for you. I feel like Spirit is telling you there's an opportunity here to deal with something that has been killing off the joy when it comes to relationships, whether you're in a present relationship or not. Okay, if you're not in a relationship, it's telling you to take stock so that you could be prepared for your next relationship. But I feel like for a lot of you, this could be a repeating cycle. Spirit's telling you, what do you think about relationships? How do the relationships that you saw as a child reflect on the, you know, the experiences you're having now in your adulthood? Okay, and what do you need to release? to be able to get that freedom that you so you so desire. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I'd just like to say thank you to my returning subscribers for coming through and spending a little time with me. And if you're a new viewer and you felt that I resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and comment, as I'd love to have you as part of the Lovely Soul family. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Namaste, gang gang. Bye.